I've been receiving text messages because somebody gave their on-campus Catholic recruiters a fake number. So I deleted some of them, I guess, but I have some of them. So somebody named Ella gave my number to these Catholic people, I think at a college, because they kept texting me being like, hey, I met you at the quad. Like,
oh my God.
And like, you gave me this number. And like, I'm wondering if you want to come to our like Catholic ice cream social. And I've continually gotten texts from people being like, hey, this is Becca. Stay tuned for Bible study details.
Oh my
God. Hey, Ella,
God.
tonight the Catholic Student Center is having mass at 6:30 and a bonfire at 7:15 at the Newman Center.
And you haven't jumped on it?
I would love to have you there. Do you want to come? So my question for you guys is, what should I say back?
Oh, yeah.
Here's what you need to do.
Yeah.
You need to find the most fucked up looking Jim Henson puppet. I don't know which one it is.
They could be into that.
The Skeksis.
Okay, Errol had that on lock.
Yeah, it is the Skeksis.
Yeah, I love Jim Henson puppets.
That's fair.
Hold on, wait. I need to look it up.
You need to find the most fucked up Jim Henson puppet.
spell that?
Muppet, as you might call them even.
A Muppet.
How do you spell the Skeksis?
Skeksis is Skeksis. Thank you.
You
You're
had
welcome.
that absolutely on lock, and I
so
love that
afraid of
for you.
Literally spelled.
Literally so scared of you.
Anyway,
So I need to send them a
from the
picture
Dark
of a
Crystal,
Skeksis.
okay.
you need to find like a number of different pictures you can use as reactions.
You should use the scene in the Dark
There's
Crystal.
a
They're
picture
all
of
eating.
this baby bird, and it says rare baby Skeksis.
Oh,
That's horrible.
It does look
I
like
mean,
a Skeksis.
you could always just send like a Hail Satan gif.
No.
No,
That's not fun.
Yeah,
Because-
we need to do something avant-garde.
Right. That's why I'm thinking you need to find a number of these pictures of a Skeksis.
You should find gifs of them eating at the feast because it's insane.
I'm so glad that you have this knowledge. Like, I was like, we're going to have to search for the most fucked up Jim Henson puppet.
It's
and
really
Errol
easy.
is like, I know not only the most fucked up Jim Henson
The
puppet,
scene.
but I know the most fucked up scene with the Jim Henson puppet. So what I'm trying to say is find a bunch of reaction images to send every time you get a text from them.
Yeah, and it'll be like of the Skeksis, like eating like a weird little wriggly, not mouse creature. And
I don't know.
Juniper's watching it right now.
I have no concept.
Juniper, why are you playing a video?
Because I want to see it.
Yeah, it's really disgusting and fucked up, right?
You guys look at their little hands.
It's nasty.
I know, they're Skeksis.
That one I think maybe is too fucked up. I was thinking maybe a little less fucked up.
No, I
than
think this is just right.
You think this is just right for the Catholic?
No, I think
children?
this one is too fucked up.
Well, okay, I will say this.
I found a GIF. I found a
the
GIF.
sound is doing a lot of work too.
Yeah, the
though.
sound's doing a lot of
Yeah.
work.
Wait,
I think
let me
it's
get-
not as fucked up. I'm sending.
Oh, which
here
one
we go.
did you do? I want to see.
Anyways,
Anyway, I think this is the right call.
Okay.
ASMR Skeksis.
they
feast.
might think that this is like a depiction of devils.
Devils.
That might be the best possible situation because
Because-
they're like, someone's sending me pictures of fucked up devils, and then someone else will look at it and go, no, that's a Jim Henson puppet.
Well, if one of them has secret forbidden knowledge of Dark Crystal, there's like a non-0% chance that that is actually a queer person who needs to be
Help.
They need help.
helped.
saved.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to find Skeksis gifs on like the little searchable thing, and literally like Roxas came up, and I think I'm gonna send Roxas.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is a very religious gift. This is him like when his friend like disappears and turns into a petal.
Yeah.
Oh my God, wait. Can you show me the GIF after you send it?
Sent it.
Pass it around.
Let me see. Pass it around. Pass it around. I want another one.
Oh my God.
Noelle.
Oh, this is really moving.
There's
Oh,
a lot of
yeah.
social anxiety in this room right now.
Oh,
I'm full of joy because I'm not
God.
involved in this. Like, this person doesn't know I'm sitting over here giving you advice on how to respond to them.
You're right.
Dude.
I can't wait for them to
What are they
respond.
going to think?
I'm glad you enjoyed
All
it.
Kingdom Hearts reaction gifts, I think.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I think that's
you're
the way to
right.
go from
I
here
don't know
on
why
out.
that came up when I searched Dark Crystal.
It's because it knows you. You probably sent that gift to somebody before.
You're right.
It was like a Dark
So it's
Crystal.
literally
Did you mean
Roxas.
Kingdom Hearts?
It's Roxas from Kingdom Hearts. It's from like 360.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
yeah. Because it's Shion's
Shion,
thing,
yeah.
And it's Shion like dying.
yeah,
She's always doing that.
She's like turning into a
Light.
seashell.
seashell, of
Yeah.
course, obviously.
Yeah,
Of course,
obviously.
of course, as we all do when we die. As
Yeah.
all of you did when you died. Hey, let's play D&D.
yeah, Kat.
Oh yeah, we did die.
Good
Oh,
segue.
damn.
I found the segue and I had to take it before we moved
Yo,
on.
no, because we would have kept going.
Yeah.
We would have kept going.
Yeah.
You're in a loop.
Hi, I'm Kat, and I hope that you'll come to my Bible study.
Hi, Kat.
Wow. Hi, I'm Noelle, and I will update you guys if I get a response.
Thank God.
And I play Fran, and Fran has died. R.I.P. Fran.
So sad.
You're really fucking too excited about that shit. Hi, I'm Juniper, and tonight I'm going to be attending the Bible study, and I will be eating 2 cans of raw Spam during the intermission. And I invite one of you young boys to come up here and challenge me to eat 2 more cans of raw Spam faster than I can. We'll see which of us wins. And whoever wins gets a free Bible.
Juniper,
Is
wait.
this a thing?
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt this introduction. Did that
thinking-
actually happen?
This is a lived experience of mine.
I literally thought you were doing improv.
No, that's a lived experience.
No,
That's a lived
I
experience.
knew that couldn't be improv because it was so specific.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's one of my lived experiences. And the men did vomit the Spam afterwards. They did not.
That is classic summer camp.
Yeah, no, actually it was just actually Bible study.
They did it at Bible study.
Yeah, but it was the same Bible study from the church that I went to summer camp with.
Is this the church where they put you all in the forest with knives?
Yes.
forgot.
Yeah. It wasn't, we didn't have knives though, but we were in the forest and
someone lost an eye.
Didn't somebody lose an eye?
somebody ran into a tree
Yeah,
because
I
it was so
remember
dark
this.
they couldn't see and
Yeah,
poke their
they
eyeball.
were being chased like prey.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Honestly, I miss Christian
I
Christian
know.
camp.
Honestly, these are
like some
these are the
good
times I
memories.
remember. We need to start out like an atheist camp.
Dude,
Where
we really do,
eat
where we just do
Spam
that
and
shit.
we challenge the young boys.
Yes, we do. Oh
right.
man.
Who else is sitting at this table?
I wish I wasn't. Hi, everybody. I feel like I'm at the Skeksis feast right now, and I'm just really confused and scared. And I play Slake, who is dead.
Yep. You're all
Mhm.
dead.
Oh yeah, we all died.
You're all dead right
We
now.
all fucking
All
died.
3 of you
bro.
are dead and the campaign is over. You
Yep.
all died and you lost. So last time, Fran, your chickens came home to roost. Except for the chickens were demons. And the roosting was carrying you all in an inescapable tide towards a confrontation with the forces.
Correct.
As Fran had promised Barlgura that in exchange for the demons' help with killing the forces, she would allow them to feast upon their corpses. Of course, this was a plan born of hubris. And
No, is a plan born of extreme intelligence because I'm really smart, even smarter than the gods.
right. Perhaps
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you know
like
what?
that.
Actually, that tracks. I think you should change the story, Kat.
Well, no, I mean, I'll say maybe Fran is smarter than the gods. But she did not bank on the fact that the forces are not gods. They're not just some guy the way the gods are. They are, in fact, unknowable and extremely powerful entities who live out in the void.
And that's why I needed the demons.
And that's why you needed the demons.
And I'm sure that once the demons have consumed the forces
There'll be
and
no
absorbed their
repercussions.
powers,
No,
that
yeah.
that's going to be really good.
There'll be no repercussions.
It's going to be really good for the world, for the planet, for the whole everything.
Yeah. No repropose, no
Yeah.
repercussions at all. So,
no rammies.
no rammies.
No freaking Rammies, dude.
No
Not
ramifications.
even Rami Malek.
Not
no
one.
rammies, no repropose, nothing like that. The demons bore you towards the forces. Fran, you went blind for a minute, unable to comprehend what you
right.
were seeing. Your fragile mind simply couldn't. Corbin and Slake, you were able to comprehend the metaphorical vision of the forces while still knowing that is not what you are actually seeing, because the actual true form of the forces is just something you cannot comprehend.
Mm-hmm.
As you were pushed into the tide of the metaphorical sea that surrounds the metaphorical island that houses the forces, you all were whisked away into a separate little bubble worlds that are being held by Mary to keep you safe against this inescapable, all-powerful forces that you have put yourselves up against.
Well, I wouldn't say that we put ourselves
Yeah.
up against them
You
so
were-
much.
I would say, like, maybe that we were betrayed into,
Or perhaps,
facing-
yeah, coerced.
or like, you know.
What happened?
Manipulated.
Yeah, manipulated.
Well, however you want to put it. You were all separated into your own little bubble worlds, and you had to face the scariest monsters you've ever had to face, and that was your own selves. Yes.
Or, you know, the forces disguising themselves as our own selves to psychologically torture us.
Anyway, you all died. Each and every one of you.
That's what always happens.
Rather than work through our issues.
Well, that's what always happens when I go to therapy at the end.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's so
That
true.
is so true
That's
about
so
therapy.
They do physically attack me.
And kill me.
Yeah, and kill you. So that is where we are now. You are all dead.
Yeah.
All right, great show, everybody.
Yep.
Makes sense. It
Nice
makes
job,
fucking
Kat.
sense.
And that's
Good job, Kat. Oh, I love the end of Dames and Dragons.
It's really good.
It's really good. It's really
Aw.
satisfying.
Dead. No. Each of you is down and out. The cold cloak of death folding over your eyes. You are too far into the void, into that which is not, for even the gods of death to help you. Each of you can feel as your souls are pulled away from your bodies toward that distant twisted tree on the mountain, until you hear Mary scream with effort and feel a tremor rock through this illusory landscape. Please, Mary calls, don't give up. You've all been so strong for such a long time. None of us should have ever been put in this position. We stepped up to do what we had to do in order to save the world, and we did it. We did it together. Even when things were dark, even when all hope was lost, we pulled each other through. We've all made mistakes. We've all hurt each other, or been selfish, or held back when we should have said how we felt. You're all mortal. We're all mortal. Making mistakes that's the whole point, isn't it? To make mistakes, to forgive, to be forgiven. But no matter what, there's a golden flash, and you find yourselves now in a tumbled landscape of trees, sky, and caves. The ground where you stood alone has been smashed up against the ground contained in the other bubbles. Trees of the forest are tumbled down among the caves of Slake's home, which is carved open by the dry riverbed and open sky of the floating island of Estra. No matter what, Mary calls to you. We need each other. I need all of you. So get up and fight! And all of you are fully healed, and your spell slots are restored.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
That's what you get for having the survivor on your
You
side.
just jot that down.
All right, so you guys are now all together in one bubble that Mary is holding together, and she has.
We're in a bubble.
You're in a bubble. You were in separate bubbles before, but now you are
Now we're
in
in a
one
singular.
bubble. You're
Nice.
a singular bubble.
Oh.
So Fran lifts her head and gets up on her elbows and looks around. What do I see when I look around?
Fran, you still see your shadow self is standing there, looking just as scary as before, but you can also see across this tumbled landscape the shadow Corbin standing over him and the shadow Slake standing over them. So all of your shadow selves are here, as well as your normal, real yourselves. You're just yourselves. You are separated by difficult terrain, but you can all see each other from where you are.
Okay.
You're in this sort of jumbled, tumbled landscape, just crumpled together into this band of churned earth and fallen trees. And then on the other side, the plains of the island of Estra have jutted up against the forest and created, again, this tumbled earth, these like jagged rocks sticking out everywhere.
So basically, it's like our three worlds that we were in when we were fighting all smashed together.
Yes.
And then,
And where they smash together, it's difficult terrain.
Correct.
and then Mary made a bubble around us.
Yes, you were
The
all
whole
in bubbles
thing.
before.
Can we tell, like when I look at Fran's shadow
Oh,
doppelganger, can I
yeah.
tell which one's the real Fran?
Yes, absolutely, because your shadow versions are all very like pale, washed out versions of yourselves.
Okay.
Okay.
So you very distinctly look different.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So we are going to do a new initiative roll for this.
Okay. I got a 4.
Okay.
I got an 18.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Okay.
I don't like what's happening over there, Kat.
No, what's really fucking funny is Shadow Fran rolled a 19. Shadow Corbin rolled a 5.
Oh.
And, Shadow Slake rolled a 1.
Nice.
Oh.
Get fucked, Shadow Slake.
Yeah, no, that would have been really good, though, if Shadow Slake had gotten a 9. That would have been
Oh,
fantastic.
like one more. Oh, I
Funny.
see.
So Shadow Fran is up first. And Shadow Fran,
Dies instantly.
wouldn't you like that?
Explodes.
Wouldn't you just like that?
Boils up like the
Self-destruct.
like a crawdad
Mhm.
She boils
In
up
a
like a
pot.
crawdad
in a pot.
in a pot, specifically.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like a crawdad.
In a pot.
All right. Shadow Fran is going to go after Slake.
Oh.
All right.
And
So she's over by me, but we're not like engaged yet, correct?
no, yeah, you've all been jumbled up, shaken up, and
Okay.
you're not engaged in each other. So
So does she have to come very far? She has to go over the difficult terrain?
she does, but also she has lots of ranged spells. So
No. That doesn't sound right.
Shadow Fran turns and looks over the tumble of earth and the dry riverbed that cuts through to the mountainous terrain where Slake is standing. And Slake, you are just getting up to your feet and kind of, getting your bearings when you feel something very familiar, and that is one of Fran's spells hitting you.
Oh, man.
So Slake, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. So,
Oh no.
so that's 4.
Foran, don't do it.
Foran is gonna do it. That is gonna be 35 points of damage to you, Slake, as you are hit in the face with this ice spear as soon as you stand up.
A little on the nose, I say.
All right. So that is Shadow Fran. Now it is real Fran's turn.
Okay.
Fran, I need you to kill your double.
All right. So Fran is going to cast Crown of Stars.
Ooh.
So 7 star-like motes of light appear and are orbiting my head. How far is Foran from me?
Foran is about, we'll say, 20 feet from you.
All right, so we're not very far apart in
No.
this little...
All of you right now are located very close to your shadow selves.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to attack her with one of these motes of light. So as I make a gesture, it flies out from orbiting my head and flies towards her. So that would be 19.
19 to hit? Yeah, that hits you.
That hits Fran.
Yeah, you know that it hits.
Oh, yeah.
And then she's going to take... Oh, goddamn. 30 damage as this mote of light strikes through her. And then I'm going to run away from her.
Okay. Run away. Bravely run away.
I'm going to bravely run away.
Gonna bravely
Nice.
run away. Okay. So that is Fran's turn. She did a nice chunk of damage against Shadow Fran. And now, Slake, it is your turn.
Okay, so let's see. So Shadow Fran, I assume, is not near me.
She is on the other side of the difficult terrain. So she is 20 feet away from you, but across difficult terrain.
Okay, I think I am going to call out to the others. So let's talk strategy. How do we want to figure this out? Hit him really hard.
I think we should kill each other.
Thanks, guys. I mean, like, is one of us more suited to fighting the other's double?
Slake's easy to kill.
Yeah, I think me and Fran can kill you, Slake.
All right, you're really pissing me off.
But for real, though,
Okay.
you could probably take Fran if you get close.
Yeah, if you get close to me, you can, like, just punch me to death in, like, one shot.
I think I'll do that.
Blow on her, she'll fall right over.
All right, Slake.
I'll take Corbin.
Good luck.
All right, so Slake, what are you doing?
Okay. So, yeah, I think I want to try to get over to Fran, perhaps.
She's trying to get to you, too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's weapon ranged attacking
Yeah,
me.
but she's getting you.
And she's, well, I know.
She's getting you, buddy.
She'll get you no matter how close you are, so you might as well get close.
Yeah. Well, if I want to run up to Fran to attack her, like there's difficult terrain, my movement speed is 30 feet.
Mm-hmm. There's 20 feet of terrain between you. So if your movement speed is 30, you can make it 15 feet across the difficult terrain.
Okay, so I can get part of the way there.
Yes.
So I think what I'd like to do is I want to, first of all, take the dash action so that I can get all the way up to Shadow Fran.
Okay.
And then I want to use my action surge so that I can still do my attacks.
All right.
So I'm going to attack Shadow Fran with my picks.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's way over 20.
Yeah. That hits. That hits, Fran.
Yeah, fuck her up.
Also way over 20.
Yeah, that also hits.
Yeah.
That's only 13.
That one does not hit, no.
And then I do have a bonus action with my 2 up and fighting to get one more hit in.
Okay.
13.
Dang, not quite.
For one of the attacks that didn't hit, I want to use a maneuver. Okay, so that's going to be an additional 6.
That will hit.
Sweet. Okay. So all in all, that's 30 damage.
Yikes. Okay, you guys are beating up on Shadow Fran.
How do you do it?
Yeah, how do you do it?
I mean, I'm just attacking Fran with my picks as I would a human combatant, and I'm just screaming.
Shadow Fran staggers back from your hit, Slake. She looks at you and she looks so hurt and betrayed. She says, I thought you were my friend.
You're not real.
Now it is Shadow Corbin's turn. So Shadow Corbin, what are you going to do? Shadow Corbin is going to cast Wrath of Nature again and re-invoke the wrath of this varied landscape. The 60-foot cube is going to be centered along that seam between the plains, forest, and mountain regions so that you guys will have to pass through it to get to Shadow Corbin. And that is going to be his turn. Yeah, now it is regular Corbin.
So I'm going to cast Drafin's Curse of Incompetence.
What?
So Shadow Slake has to make a intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Please, God.
So that is an 18.
You underestimated my intelligence.
I didn't. I underestimated Cat's dice rolling ability.
How dare you?
It's a meets it, beats it situation, which stings extra worse. Does fucking nothing.
It does fucking nothing. All right, that's your turn, Corbin. It does fucking nothing.
Sorry, guys.
It's like someone cast some sort of spell of incompetence on you.
All right, so it is Shadow Slake's turn now.
Oh boy.
So I think that Shadow Slake is going to cross the difficult terrain. It's just going to be a question of, do they cross towards Fran and Real Slake? No, they're going to go towards Corbin.
No, they certainly shouldn't, because clearly I'm not a threat. So I think that's a grave miscalculation on their part.
They are going to move into the difficult terrain so that they are in the center of the Wrath of Nature.
Oh.
And then they are going to use their longbow to attack Corbin. Let's roll to hit.
I like to miss.
No, that is a 20 on the first one, non-natural.
Darn. My AC is 68. I mean 69.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, so that was the first attack. Second attack that's only going to be a 12, so that's not going to hit.
Good.
And then third attack, that is...
One.
One. No, it's a 17.
That does not hit.
Okay, so then you only get hit by the longbow once.
That's right. I stand there and I flex.
With an arrow in you?
No, as it hits me. So that it's extra painful with all of my muscles tense.
Yeah.
Good job.
You feel really good about that decision
I do.
Right after. Huh?
Good job.
I'm in excruciating pain.
Ooh, nice. Okay, that is max damage of 12.
Why would you say nice about that? That's not that bad. Okay. I go, ooh, when it hits me.
All right. That's the end of Shadow Slake's turn. Now we're back up to Shadow Fran. Fran is actually going to move away from you, Slake, and take the attack of opportunity.
Oh, all right. I hope she enjoys it.
Roll your attack of opportunity.
Ooh, fuck yeah. Okay, that's well over 20.
Except illusory self.
What the fuck?
When you make an attack, she uses her reaction to impose an illusory duplicate between the attacker and herself. The attack automatically misses and the illusion dissipates.
She can do that?
Yeah, I've done it before.
When Shadow Fran runs away, I yell after her, come back here and face the consequences of your actions!
And Shadowfran sticks her tongue out at you as she runs into the Wrath of Nature cube in the difficult terrain. And then she is going to cast Fireball.
Typical.
Damn.
Typical Fran, I know. So actually, that is going to be Fran and Slake. You will both need to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay. I got a 15.
Okay. You tell me if that...
It doesn't pass.
Okay, doesn't pass. Okay, 15 doesn't pass.
I am going to use Indomitable to re-roll.
Okay.
13.
No, that doesn't. You are both going to take a big face full of Fireball.
I don't like to take that.
That was a lot of 2s and 1s.
Good.
So that is only 30 damage.
Fuck off. Not very good.
I mean,
Max damage was 54. 30 is not bad.
I don't like it.
And that is the end of her turn.
all right, I'm gonna use my turn to summon a water elemental.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna
Just like she did in the last battle.
correct, and I'm gonna summon it. I don't know, as close to like the middle of these three as possible, I guess.
Sure. So in the center of the landscapes,
Yeah,
right next to like where Shadow Slake and Shadow Fran are hanging out.
yeah. If I'm large, how much space do I take up if I'm large?
I think you take up a 10 by 10 cube instead of a 5 by 5.
10 by 10? Okay. All right. So it can take its turn after me. But before that, I'm going to use my bonus action to throw another crown boy at Shadow Fran, I think. Even though I said I was going to go after Corbin, I'll do that next. I think we need to kill Fran really fast.
I think we should focus on taking one down.
Great. That's over 20 spell attack.
Okay.
So she's going to take 28 damage as another mode of light strikes through her body.
Damn.
That's it for my turn. And then for my beautiful water elemental's turn,
Okay.
she's going to do a multi-attack. So she's going to slam on... Is she by Fran? Or is she by Corbin and Slake?
She's by Shadow Slake and Shadow Fran
Okay.
in the middle of this triangle.
All right. She's going to slam on Fran then.
Okay. Come on and slam.
And welcome to the Fran. That is a 15 and an over 20.
Those both hit, as you know.
So she is going to do 26 damage as she slams her beautiful bean footage arms
Okay, that
down.
Shadow Fran is down.
Got her!
But how down?
She is in death saving throws now. She is at 0 hit points.
Do we need to finish the job or like?
If Shadow Corbin decides to heal her,
Yeah, she could potentially come.
she could
'Cause
potentially
I'll do
come
it.
back.
I'll kill her.
All right, yeah, come kill her.
Yeah, all right, Slake, do it.
It's your turn.
All right, cool. I mean, I just don't think we should take any chances. So
You don't have to justify yourself.
yeah. So I am going to go use my movement to approach Shadow Fran and attack her with the picks.
Okay.
I assume she's like fucking unconscious and prone or
Yep.
whatever.
Yeah, she's on the ground.
All right. Well over 20.
That hits.
17.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, way over 20.
All right, then you hit 3 times and Shadow Fran is out. Like out, dead, and dead.
And I say, back to the hell from whence you came.
How do you feel as you are beating the corpse of your friend?
I feel insane. I think I just have like a lot of adrenaline. I did just fucking die.
Yeah, that's very true. You also did just die.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm not going to think about how I feel right now. It's all normal and fine.
That's always a good thing to do.
Yeah, honestly, recommend.
Yeah. Okay. As your hit lands, Shadow Fran looks up at you. She says, "Why even bother? This was never your fight. You're just an intern." And then her eyes roll back and she is gone.
And it's like grits their teeth.
All right, so that is the end of Shadow Fran. You have defeated her.
Hell yeah, Slake!
She seemed a lot tougher when I was by myself.
You like look over at Slake and you see something in their face that you don't like.
Oh, I was just wondering if it like felt cathartic for you. It's like
We're not going to talk about it.
okay.
It probably
Is
does,
there,
but
like-
Slake doesn't want to face that
Is
part
like
of
Fran's
them.
blood like dripping down your face from all the splatter?
That's for the fan artist to decide.
Yeah.
I think yes.
And then for my bonus action, I want to use Second Wind so that I can regain some hit points.
Okay. Now it is Shadow Corbin's turn. And
Boo.
because regular Slake, you came into the zone. You came into the zone, the auto zone.
The kill your friend zone.
Wrath of Nature.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that shit.
Yeah, no, you didn't. So it was already difficult terrain. The trees that are near you, because there are a couple of trees tumbled in among this, you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's 15.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Damn it.
Woo! Okay, spicy. That is going to be 17 points of damage from the whipping branches of the trees in the Wrath of Nature zone that you were in. So that's a cool 17. And now it is Shadow Corbin's turn to actually do an action. Shadow Corbin is going to cast Whirlwind. That is a 7th level spell. Whirlwind howls down on a point within range. The whirlwind is 10 feet in radius, a 30-foot high cylinder. Until the spell ends, you can use your action to move the whirlwind. A creature in the whirlwind must make a dexterity saving throw the first time it enters the whirlwind, or the whirlwind enters its space. The creature takes 10d6 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, and half as much on a successful one. In addition, larger, smaller creature that fails its save must succeed on a strength saving throw or become restrained in the whirlwind until the spell ends. When a creature starts its turn restrained by the whirlwind, the creature is pulled 5 feet higher inside it, unless the creature is at the top. Restrained creature can use its strength or dexterity check to make a spell save against the DC, then you're no longer restrained. So it is going to cast this beautiful whirlwind. Now, where do I want to put it?
Just like away.
On himself.
It's going to cast it centered on Fran.
No.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it does.
Corbin wouldn't do that.
All right, so Fran, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, well, famously dexterous Fran is going to be fine.
Yeah.
So you guys just relax and don't panic.
Mm-hmm.
I got an 11.
That's not going to do it, no. So you are going to take 10d6 bludgeoning damage.
Shit.
Damn.
Sorry, Fran. Except not really, but kind of.
Oh my God. Does Fran get like pulled up into the whirlwind?
Yes, you do. You get pulled up. Fran, a whirlwind descends from this illusory sky down upon you, and you are buffeted. You are going to take 25 damage, which is, you're getting off so fucking light there.
Fran! I call up as she's sucked into a whirlwind.
Yep, and yes. You are pulled 5 feet into the air. And that...
Five
Only
feet, not so
5
bad.
feet?
That's actually fine, yeah.
I mean, it's not good, but
I was
it is
picturing,
funny.
like-
I know. I was also
Well,
picturing.
you
yeah.
are pulled 5 feet higher for every turn that you remain inside the whirlwind. So in the first 6 seconds, you go up 5 feet, and then another 5 feet if you do not get out of it.
And
Still
when
really funny
do
to
I
me.
roll to get out of it?
On your turn, you can make a strength or dexterity check. So you can use your action to make a strength or dexterity.
Oh,
Yeah.
ew.
So that is going to end the Wrath of Nature once Shadow Corbin casts Whirlwind, because those are both concentration spells. So you are no longer being pummeled by nature. I mean, you are being pummeled by nature. It's just a different nature. It's the nature of the wind instead of the nature of the earth now. Okay, now it is regular Corbin.
Okay, so I am gonna cast Feast of Flesh.
Ooh,
Ew.
scary.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it on Evil Slake.
Okay,
I don't like it.
We'll need a charisma saving throw, Cat.
okay. I don't think that's going to do it. That is a 17.
Oh, fuck yes. So, faux Slake, fake,
Mm-hmm.
suddenly grows needle-like teeth
What?
and is filled with the desire to eat the flesh of their own kind.
What the? Why do you have this?
I have it. I just have it, brother. The creature must move towards the nearest creature of its type. If it is within 5 feet of a creature of its type, it must use its bonus action to make a bite attack against it. If a creature of its type is not present, it must attack the closest living creature to it. Your target deals damage equal to 1d6 plus its strength modifier. So it doesn't actually do that much damage. So it's using up its bonus action. It's forcing it to move in a specific direction.
How long does this last?
It lasts up to 1 minute, but it can roll again at the end of its turn to, like, break away.
Okay.
Oh, and each time it takes damage, the target can make a new saving throw. On a success, the spell ends and the target is poisoned unless it is an actual cannibal.
What
Or-
is this spell?
Or comes from a
this is
cannibalistic culture.
Okay, Corbin, you cast this spell upon Shadow Slake, and it wreaks this change. And you expect, right? You expect that it is going to start charging after Shadow Corbin. But it does not. Instead, it turns towards regular Slake, which is the closest target to it at this time.
When I see that happening, Corbin starts yelling, and he's like, no, wait, no, you're supposed to go to that Corbin, you're supposed to go to me, stop.
Corbin, what did you do?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Corbin, I'm going to have you make an insight check.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's 23.
Okay, you realize too late, just a second too late, you realize you made an incorrect assumption here. You thought you were fighting 3 separate creatures. But when you see it not turn towards the Shadow Corbin, there's 2 possibilities there. One is that these are not creatures of the same type, but that doesn't really make sense because, they're doing the same things right now. The other is that these are not 2 or 3 separate creatures. This is one creature that is presenting itself to you in 3 pieces. Shadow Slake, with its pointy teeth, grins at you and says, "Typical Corbin. You didn't think it all the way through, did you? Just charged in with a spell, and it didn't even work. To think I ever respected you. Stupid."
You respected me?
So, it turns towards regular Slake instead. And it is going to do its 3 beautiful attacks against Slake. You have a moment of deja vu. Handpicks, it's 23, 16, 25.
2 of those hit.
Okay, oh, and the bite attack? That doesn't do it, that's only a 15. So you only get hit by 2 pick attacks.
Yes, and I do want to parry one of them.
Okay, parry it.
So I reduce the damage by 5 hit points.
Okay. So then that's going to be... Okay, 17 minus 5, so that is only going to be 12 points of damage to you, Real Slake.
Cool. I say, Corbin, why do you have a spell like this?
It was cool when I was looking at the spells. I don't know.
All right, Fran, you are up.
Alrighty.
You just watched your shadow self be killed by your friend Slake. How do you feel that?
I don't think I'm paying very much attention to that because I am inside a whirlwind
That's
right now.
You are inside a whirlwind.
And I'm just continuously screaming.
You will need to make a strength or dexterity check.
Don't do strength.
Well, my strength is -1, so I guess I'll do dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 15. Which does not work.
That does not work. No, you are still restrained inside the whirlwind.
And I go 5 more feet up.
Yep, and you are 10 feet in the air now.
Well, am I like under some kind of status effect?
You're restrained is the status effect. Your speed is 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay, I'm still gonna, as I'm screaming, I'm sending out one of my crown stars. I'm gonna attack Shadow Slake with all those nasty little needle teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay. So that's okay because I still rolled fairly well. Not natural 20.
All right, that will hit.
It flies out from the whirlwind and I'm assuming gets extra speed.
Yeah. You use it to like slingshot your star.
Correct. And my star flies out and hits Slake Flake Fake in the teeth for 24 damage.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I just don't like those needle teeth and I'm trying to take them out.
24 teeth lost.
24 needle teeth fall out.
Yeah.
Fran, when you hit Shadow Slake, they look at you and sort of smile a bit and lean forward almost and say, "Just like always, right? You're always trying to kill me."
That is not what I'm doing. And does it have to make an advantage saving throw now?
It does, yeah, because you hit it. Cat.
What?
What is it?
That is a 2 and a 8.
The one time that we want Cat to be rolling good.
I'm
That's
sorry.
just how it goes.
I've been rolling like shit.
I know.
All right, Fran, that is your turn, except for you also have an elemental.
Yes, my elemental is going to slam and welcome to the jam. So She gets 2 slams. Who's she close to?
She is close to Shadow Slake.
All right, I think those both hit because they are both over 20.
Okay.
And Shadow Slake is going to take 26 more damage
Okay, Shadow Slake.
as Shadow Slake is slammed into the ground by huge torrents of watery arms.
That's another roll.
Okay. Yeah, so that is a 17 and a 10.
Psychotic.
This is a great spell.
An insane spell.
It's too good. I never should have cast this.
Yeah, that's how I would describe it.
All right, Slakey.
So I think I'll just try and keep fighting Shadow Slake.
Okay.
21.
Okay, that hits.
The next one won't hit because it's a 1.
Okay.
Third one is gonna not hit.
Mm-mm.
That fourth one will also not hit. So it's just the one that hits.
Okay.
8 damage.
Okay.
Oh, but you know what I want to do?
What?
I want to use my maneuver trip attack. So when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority die to attempt to knock it down. And if the target is large or smaller, it must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, you knock the target prone.
So that is 15.
Okay, so then you wouldn't pass. So on the failed save, you are knocked prone.
Okay. They're prone.
Okay, so that was 8 damage, and then with the maneuver, that's 3 more. So that's a total of 11.
Okie dokie.
It's another roll.
That is a 19 and a 12.
Oh my god.
So Shadow Slake's curse is going to be broken and it goes into poisoning?
So it becomes poisoned. They have now disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Sounds good. All right, so that is Fake Slake. And now,
On the ground.
yes, now it is Shadow Corbin's turn. It is going to move its whirlwind so that it is going to be over the elemental and Slake, real Slake.
Do I move with it?
Yeah.
My God. How
Damn
many
it.
feet in the air are you?
10.
All right, make a dexterity saving throw for the elemental and for Slake.
The elemental got a 18.
That meets and beats it. So the elemental is not sucked up, but Slake, yeah, you are. I'm
Got a 4,
sorry.
so
I'm really sorry.
And Fran is continually screaming as she is whipped across this battleground.
I'll join Fran in screaming.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful chorus.
Corbin's doing fine.
You are going to take 34 points of damage for you, Slake.
And
then the elemental takes half that.
Cool, I have 6 hit points left. So if anyone knows how to heal people, like let's say someone
I can heal you.
who maybe set a zombie on someone else. I don't
Not
know.
a zombie. It's cannibal. Very different.
All
Very
right.
different.
You are pulled 5 feet into the air, Slake, and you are
I
restrained.
hate this.
And the hit lands, and you make eye contact with Shadow Corbin, and he smiles and says, "You thought I didn't know what I was doing? I've always known exactly what I'm doing."
And Slake flinches and swallows hard.
Now it's real Corbin's turn.
Okay. Guess I'm gonna heal Slake. I'm going to cast Healing Word at the 5th level.
Thank God.
And the word that I'm gonna say is friend, meaning Slake. And Slake is gonna gain 29 plus 10 hit points for you, so 39 hit points of health for you.
Yummy.
Thank you. I'm still just like screaming and being whipped around in this whirlwind.
But now you're doing it while not bleeding freely.
Yeah.
I'm bleeding less.
So, like,
freely.
Yeah, you're
You're-
scabbed now.
Your blood is also not whipping around the whirlwind.
I mean, it's my old blood is.
Your old blood
You're
is.
congealing.
My new blood
You
is
made new
fine.
blood.
Yeah.
Corbin, well done. Now it
Thank
is
you.
Shadow Slake's turn. So they are going to get up because they are prone. That is all of their movement, and that's too bad because I really would have liked to attack Corbin this turn, but I can't. Unless I use the longbow.
Yeah, just remember, you have disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm going to use the longbow. Okay, first attack at disadvantage. That's not going to hit. All right, second attack.
Cat.
I rolled 2 natural 20s.
Catherine?
Oh,
Cat? Cat?
Corbin, I'm so sorry, but when Slake rolls a natural 20, you do get savage attacks. So you can roll one of the weapon's damage dice one additional time and add it to the extra damage of the critical hit.
Love it. The third attack lowest is 24. So you're going to get hit twice, once critically.
Okay.
26 damage total.
Okay.
20.
Corbin has 3 arrows sticking out of him now, just FYI.
All right. Yeah, you get 3 arrows sticking out of you, Corbin. And before the end of the turn, actually is going to use Second Wind. Okay, so that's just going to be 15. But hey, anything helps.
Yeah.
And now it is Fran. You are in the whirlwind. Why don't you make me a strength or dexterity check?
I could also just make my peace with being in the whirlwind.
Yeah, you could just give up.
You could just give up. Yeah, you could just give up.
I'm just saying,
It doesn't seem that bad.
I have disadvantage on attack rolls, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I just am gonna make my peace, and I'm gonna take disadvantage on my spell attack roll that I'm not fucking making because most of mine are not spell attacks.
Okay.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get Corbin,
Okay.
Shorbin,
Shorbin.
Get his ass.
with an ice spear,
Okay.
and so that is a dex save
Okay.
from Shorbin.
12.
Nice. Okay. Fran just is screaming continuously, and she's like, take that! And an ice spear flies out and stabs at Corbin for 28 damage.
Okay. Ouchie.
Shorbin.
Shorbin takes 28 damage. Okay. Fran, when you hit Shadow Corbin, he looks at you and says, huh, you know, this doesn't even hurt as much as when you betrayed us.
Fran looks very affected by that, but she said, you are not the one I betrayed.
How's he looking?
Oh, fine. That's the first damage he's taken.
Ah! And then I'm going to use my bonus action to do a spell attack with my star crown thingy.
Okay.
And that's a disadvantage, which my highest is going to be 17. So that just flies off.
Yeah,
into
it just gets sucked up into the whirlwind.
Yeah. All right. And then it is Miss Waters' turn.
Oh, yep.
Yes.
And she is going to keep attacking Schlake.
Okay.
So hits once, that's going to do 13 damage
Okay.
as she slams down on Schlake and says, no more regaining hit points. Let me take those back.
Yeah.
How's Schlake looking?
Schlake is actually looking not great, not like falling down.
Not schlorate.
Yeah, not doing.
That's nothing.
I think it was something for sure.
It was something. I don't know what, but it was
Slumping.
something. Not looking great, but not like on death's doorstep yet. It's now your turn, Slake.
Yes. Okay, so to get out of this thing, you said that would use my
Your action.
Yeah, you have to
action.
use your action.
So it wouldn't use my movement, but it would use my action.
If you get out of this, there will be an effect.
Because you'll fall.
Oh, right. How high up am I?
You're
now?
only 5 feet up at this point.
Okay.
I'm 15 feet.
Yeah, Fran is now
Right.
15 feet up.
I'm going up and up and up, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fran's making it to the top.
Straight up. Tilt up.
Who?
So I am going to try to escape.
Okay.
So 15 plus 8.
You managed to get out of the whirlwind. However,
Oh boy.
Here we go.
this is so fucking funny. You are no longer restrained by the whirlwind. You are hurled 18 feet away from the center of the whirlwind. And because I rolled a d4 to see which direction you were hurled, you are going to be hurled off to the right. And you are now prone.
And I'm prone. Okay. Don't I still have my movement?
You can use your movement to get up.
Which I will do.
Yes.
I say, I'll come back for you, Fran.
All right.
Fran's voice is getting more and more distant as she fades into the sky.
She's literally 15 feet up.
It's getting more and more distant.
You can
more and more
barely-
distant.
we
You
literally-
can't-
I
you
can
guys
barely
look like
hear her.
ants to me.
I can barely hear her anymore. It's just like this faded, like, cry of desperation.
Yeah, it's really sad.
All right.
It's really schlad.
Yeah, and you are flung outside of the difficult terrain too, Slake. So
Interesting.
so that is your turn, Slake.
And what a turn it was.
And you went round and round and round. Okay, now it is Shadow Corbin's turn. Shadow Corbin moves the whirlwind back onto Slake.
Oh my god! I'm so mad.
Fuck!
Oh, okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, you bet I will. That's 11.
Nope.
God fucking damn it!
Okay, that is going to be 40 damage
Jesus.
as you are sucked right back up into that whirlwind.
God damn it. Okay, I'm down to 5 hit points.
Okay, now it is regular Corbin.
Cat?
Yeah.
I think I know what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I've been sitting on the spell for a while. Pretty good one. I think I'm going to cast Whirlwind. I think I'm going to cast it on Shlake.
Okay. You will also catch up the water elemental in that.
Yeah.
Shlake is going to make a dexterity saving throw.
And so is Elemental. Elemental failed. Elemental is sucked up into the whirlwind like a river into a tornado.
Kat just laughed, and I'm really scared that Slake.
That was an 18. So they take half damage.
Okay. That is going to be 35 crisp, windy damage.
Okay, that will apply to the elemental. And so
then-
that is going to be half that for Shlake.
Shlake.
So as you cast this, Corbin, and you see through the whirlwind that Shadow Slake holds their ground. All right, now it is Shadow Slake, who did not get taken up by the whirlwind and is going to advance on Corbin now.
It doesn't want to come join us in the whirlwind.
No, and now that the elemental,
Into the whirlwind.
the elemental is up in the whirlwind, so it
Enter the whirlwind. You'll have a whirl. Wind.
All right. Corbin, you see a Slake advancing through the trees towards you, and they are going to hit you with their picks. That is a 19 to hit.
Perhaps it does.
So that's a 27. All right, that is a 26. 24. And also a bonus attack. That one doesn't hit. Lowest one on that was a 17. So you get absolutely pummeled. That is a total of 33 damage.
Okay, well, I'm not dead.
You're not dead.
I'm
No.
good.
You're not dead as
I don't
Shlake
look good.
hits you hard. Fran, it is your turn. You are 15 feet up in the air, being whipped around like you're in a little blender, like you are a strawberry in a blender.
Okay, I'm just gonna attack Shlake
Okay.
with a beautiful ice spear.
Mm-hmm.
They need to make a dex save.
Okay. All right, that's not great. That is only 11.
Okay, all right. That's 44 damage.
Okay.
Oh, you can retain 1 hit point unless that killed you outright.
So this spear of ice like punches through Shadow Slake's chest, and it looks down and just breaks it off. Not looking good, looking quite bad, but is
But
still
is looking indomitable.
relentlessly, enduringly alive.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action to once again attack Shlake.
Okay.
Yes.
Little star.
With your little stars.
And we'll see if I can actually do it.
You can do it.
Oh yeah, okay, so my lowest roll is a 20.
That hurt.
Alrighty, and it's gonna do more than 1 damage.
Okay. You have taken You have taken Shlake to 0.
Eat shit, Shlake!
We can't hear you. You're up in the whirlwind.
Yeah, I'm really far away. I'm like 20 feet away now.
All right. Shadow Corbin is going to cast Healing Word.
I knew it.
4th level.
Called that shit down.
Um,
John.
John?
I don't know.
Did you call me John?
Yeah.
Anyway, that is going to be a quick little 22 hit points, and they are back up on their feet. But, the bonus is Corbin didn't get sucked into a whirlwind this turn, which would have been so good if I had gotten all 3 of you. Wouldn't it have been
It
fun?
would have been really fun.
It
Kat.
would have been really
Wizard
funny.
It would have been really fun. It's my turn, right, Kat?
Yeah, it is
right,
your turn.
Kat? It's my turn? Okay.
Yeah, it is your turn now.
Yeah, okay. So then I'm going to move the whirlwind,
Okay.
and I want to move it across Slake,
Shadow Slake.
Shadow Slake. It's a path.
You'll hit both of them. Let's see if you suck them both up.
Hell yeah.
All right, so this first one is Slake. That is a 19 for Slake.
But still, they'll take damage.
They'll still take half damage.
Yeah.
Yep. And let's see about Corbin. I think Corbin gets sucked up.
Thank God, because Corbin's honestly the one I want to get sucked up the most.
Lorben is a bitch.
Because
Yeah.
he deserves it. Schlorben is an absolute bitch, and
Yeah,
Corbin
that's-
hates him.
Yeah, that's only going to be 9. That does not do it. So, okay. Shadow Corbin's going to take full damage, and Shadow Slake will only take half damage.
Get fucked, idiots!
All right.
So that's 25 damage
Okay.
total, which doesn't unfortunately kill Shlake
No, it does not.
again, but
Shadow Corbin, just before it is sucked up into the whirlwind, it looks at you and says, "What? Can't even think of what to do on your own? Monkey see, monkey do, right?" And then it is sucked up away into the whirlwind.
Corbin probably doesn't know what to say to that. He doesn't have a witty response, which is probably the first telltale sign that he is affected by it, honestly. But I think he just kind of like goes a little slack. He loses his battle ready stance.
So Shadow Slake was not sucked up by your whirlwind and is still right up on you and is going to hit you with the picks again.
Until you die.
I literally might die, so the whirlwind thing might have been for nothing, you guys.
First one did not hit.
Okay.
Second one won't hit either.
Okay.
Third one will hit. I rolled 2 16s, so that's 27. So that is going to hit you for 9 damage, and then
Wait.
I'm waiting.
I have taken damage.
Yes.
So now I may use a reaction called Fade Away. So basically, immediately after I take damage, I can use my reaction to become invisible, and then I can leave.
Okay.
So I can
like peace.
Yeah, I can become invisible, and then I can like
Disengage.
disengage.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Fireball at Schlake, I believe,
Okay.
as long as I can do so without hitting my friends.
Nope.
I can't.
Wait, I left.
Oh, you're right. You're left.
Yeah, I
Never
left.
mind. You can.
I ran
Okay.
away.
Then I'm gonna use a Fireball.
Okay.
And so Schlake needs to make a dex save as a fireball comes flying out of the whirlwind.
They got a 19 plus whatever.
So they're still gonna take 10 damage.
They fall to the ground and they are singed badly by your fireball. They are down for the count.
So that is my action. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to do my little crown once again.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do it at Shlorben. I do hit with my Crown of Stars little star as
Okay.
it flies out of my whirlwind into another whirlwind like a spaceship slingshotting between the moon and the earth.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
That's so fucking funny.
20 damage to Schlorben.
Okay, he's still up, but he's not looking great. Okay, so that was Fran, and now it is Slake's turn. Real Slake.
Okay, so if I was to try to attack evil Corbin, that's a non-natural 20.
That hits.
That is 17.
It does not hit. Nope.
Well, I'm gonna use a maneuver to make it hit. So I'm gonna use precision attack, and then third attack. That third attack's only gonna be 11,
That does not hit. Okay.
but I'll take the 2. Okay. So 18 damage total.
Tell me what it looks like when you strike down Shadow Corbin.
Yes!
Oh, yes, baby.
Schlorben time for real.
Yes. So yes, I'm in a whirlwind that is rotating in the opposite direction from Corbin's whirlwind, and I take aim with my longbow. Time slows down because I'm doing,
You're
a
holding
bow
L2.
attack.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're holding L2, yeah.
And I quickly fire one arrow after another with deft precision
Nice.
to take out this shadow doppelganger of my dear friend Corbin, who has never hurt me in any way.
And as you do, the Shadow Doppelganger makes eye contact with you, and you can hear its voice like it was standing right next to you. It says, "Did that feel good? Isn't that what you always wanted to do?" And then its eyes close and its head lolls back. And the whirlwind that you are currently being held in collapses, and you and Fran both fall. Fran falls 25 feet to the ground.
Yeah, I use Featherfall.
Do you catch Slake too?
I'll catch Slake too.
Whew. Thanks, Fran.
No problem.
Sorry I killed your shadow doppelganger, or you're welcome, I guess.
Yeah, thank you for killing my shadow doppelganger, obviously.
Yes.
And, I guess you're welcome for killing yours? Question mark. Fran looks between Corbin and Slake, and she says, those things that they were saying, like, you guys know I don't think any of that about you, really, right? Obviously, like, you're not an intern, you're one of my best friends.
I just wish you'd have, I want you to trust me, Fran. And sometimes I just don't know. I feel like with this whole thing, like,
I think, Fran, we don't necessarily think that you think those things, but we don't know what you think, because you don't tell us. But on that line of things, Man, that evil Corbin was kind of a bitch, you guys. I didn't catch everything he said, but...
He was even mean to you, Corbin.
No, I know. I don't care about that, though.
Well, I cared about it.
Well...
You have original ideas all the time, like maybe too much.
Yeah, I know. I basically single-handedly defeated Torva, so I'm aware. Me and Big Drill.
You and Big Drill. And I don't think you're stupid, Corbin. Yeah, like you are truly an original thinker. And I'm glad that you're part of my team.
Thanks, Slake.
We couldn't have done it without you, Corbin. Or you, Slake.
Thanks, Fran.
Well, for what it's worth, Fran, we couldn't have done it without you either.
But we also wouldn't be here.
We wouldn't be here without you, but we couldn't have done it without you either, so... You're our beautiful mixed bag of sparkling ocean rocks. And some of them are really sharp and they cut our feet open, but some of them are really pretty and nice. But I wanted to say, Slake, I know sometimes you do get caught in the crossfire, and it's never that that happens on purpose. I just sometimes really get focused on doing as much damage as I can to the people that are trying to hurt us. And I don't always keep track of where my friends are in battle, which is a problem that I have personally that I need to deal with.
Oh, I know, Corbin.
I'm sorry about that too, Slake. I think I get really, really, really focused on all of us surviving. I don't think about what it costs to get there. Not just me, but everyone else. And I guess trust is kind of an issue in general for me. But of anyone in the world, I trust you two the most. Hello, hello, hello. We hope you're enjoying a crazy second to last episode of the Dames and Dragons campaign. Yes, this is almost the last one. The next one is going to be the last one. But on that note, I did want to tell you guys real quick what our upcoming schedule is going to be. So this is the second to last episode. The next episode that comes out is actually not going to be a Dames and Dragons episode. It's going to be a teaser episode for our new campaign, which we are so excited about. It's going to have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You'll get to meet our new characters and be briefly introduced to the world that we're going to be in. It'll probably be a little bit mysterious, but I hope you guys are intrigued and excited by it. Then after that, we're going to have the very last episode of the Dames and Dragons campaign. So that'll be like 4 weeks from now. And we're really excited for you guys to hear the epilogue, essentially, of what we've been working on for 8 years. It's crazy. It's overwhelming. So after the last episode of Dames and Dragons comes out, we're going to do our very last Dames and Dragons Q&A. So we will be live streaming the Q&A on Patreon. So if you're not already a video tier patron, it's a great time to check that out. We are accepting questions starting when you're listening to this. So if you want to send us questions on Tumblr, on Blue Sky, in the Spotify comments, on Patreon, we can set up a post for that on Patreon. Everywhere else, you should just be able to add us or ask us or whatever. We will be compiling questions and we will be answering them at the Q&A. After the Q&A, if you're a patron who gets bonus episodes, you're going to not have any kind of interruption because there will be a Dames and Dive episode coming out. If you're not a patron, there'll be a little bit of a break in episode releases as we will be releasing our Dames and Dive finale. So Dames and Dive is our bonus campaign that we've been doing on Patreon. It's really, really fun. We have a little weird family of characters. We got the Seeker, we got Mickey, and we got Mr. Winkle. And we're going to see where they end up as insane stuff happens in this campaign. So we're really excited. We actually haven't recorded it yet as I'm recording this. So I'm also excited to see what happens to them. And then after that Dames and Dive episode, after the Q&A, after the end of Dames and Dragons, we're going to start our new campaign proper. We're so excited to share it with you guys. We are diligently working on our writing, on our art, on our recording, on our music. And we're really excited to bring you guys something fresh and new. This new campaign is planned to not be as long as this one. And in fact, we plan to never make a 151 episode campaign, probably ever again. But thank you guys so much for sticking with us through this one, because we're really glad we did it. It's just, it's 8 years, which is crazy. But we're so excited to start something new. And with all that said, I would love to thank some of the people who have been supporting us, not only as listeners, but also as patrons. Thank you so much to Pigeon, Kotomi, Jeff, and Tired Cleric. Thank you guys for joining our Patreon. We're so excited to continue on this little journey with you. I also have a couple of exciting messages from our store at legendlark.store. This one is from Zoe, and it's for Greg. This is a birthday message for Greg O, or Dylan, as he's known at our table. Hey dude, sup? It's your birthday. Thank you for many years of friendship, shenanigans, being a great D&D player, constantly healing the party from Perry's fire damage, and keeping our little family calm, cool, and collected. We're looking forward to hearing you perform sea shanties when we get our tavern running. Happy birthday and lots of love from Letta, Nishka, Perry, Keeks, and Dungeon Master Zoe, aka the Bard News Bears. Your guys' game sounds so fun. I'm sorry if I mispronounce anyone's name. I love you all. And happy birthday, Greg. We've also got a message today from the Davin European Martial Arts School. Are you perhaps a queer nerd who loves fantasy, history, creativity, community, and the height of 15th and 16th century fashion? Would you also like swords with that? Celebrating its 25th anniversary this year, the Davin European Martial Arts School, located in San Jose, California, is the oldest and largest dedicated Western martial arts school in the United States. With a focus on English and Italian traditions, we have regular classes in longsword, rapier, side sword, and quarterstaff, as well as medieval grappling, modern and medieval knife, and lightsaber, sun sword. Definitely not lightsaber. All right. Join us any night of the week to trial up to 3 free classes or attend our anniversary celebration on May 17th for our biggest open house yet. Again, they're located in San Jose, California. So if you're local to San Jose, please check them out. Find us at YouTube and Instagram at Sword Fighting School or at www.swordfightingschool.com. You can also poke Komaro at the Legend Lark Discord. Free Discord plug. Again, legendlark.com/Discord with any questions. Once again, that's the Davin European Martial Arts School at swordfightingschool.com. Make sure to check them out. And last of all, we have a message to Chantel. Chantel, our journey draws to a close soon. And the code word is Starry Ocean. The sleeper agent is active. Go! Fran looks around and she says, "Where's Mary? How do we get out of here?"
Perception check.
Okay.
Should we all?
Yeah, all of you can do it.
I did bad. I got a 5.
15.
Okay.
20 non-natural.
Okay. Corbin, you are the one who spots Mary. She is above you on the outside of this bubble. She is holding all of you in one hand. And then with the other, she is fighting off these lashes of flame, these forks of lightning, and then the demons as well that are coming at her, both trying to help and hurt her.
Corbin points up to where Mary is and yells/prays. Mary, we killed our doubles. Can we come help you now?
Mary does not seem to be able to hear you.
Fuck.
Shit.
Okay. If we look around, does there seem to be any center to this place? Any indication of why it's still here?
Yeah, actually. As you look around, you see a figure. sitting in the center of this terrain. And at first you think they have their back to you. But then you realize they don't seem to actually have a face. They tilt their head at you, and you see it's a creature made of pure, bright, white light with a silver sun for a head. And it beckons you over. It doesn't seem threatening.
Hello?
Fran walks towards it.
Well done. Well done. Come, sit. You've faced yourselves, so now you may face me. I am Yovia, the force of light. And it looks sort of out and above towards the battle, and Mary says, "You've created something extraordinary. We have never seen its like."
Oh, we didn't create Mary. She's our friend. And we, and I look over at Corbin, and I look over meaningfully at Fran, didn't mean to come here. Well, I mean...
Fran steps forward and she says, they didn't mean to come here, but I did.
And I grab Fran's hand, and I grab Corbin's hand too, and I say, we didn't mean to come here, but we're here together now, and I think we'd like to take our friend and leave.
And Yovia puts a hand against his head and rests its elbow on its knee and says, "But you've come all this way, and you fought so very hard. And I think it is a little disingenuous to say you did not create her." And glances up towards Mary. "When you have helped her along every step of this path, including," and Yovia looks at you, Fran, "leading her to her mother to reclaim the last of that power."
Fran nods and she says, I don't know what needs to happen, but I can't go back with the way things were. Things need to change one way or another.
And you think that you, child, are the one to decide how they should change, what should change? What gives you the right?
What gives you the right?
Age. Time is different here, but it is also the same. I have seen the world, and I have seen it again, and I have seen other worlds. I've seen them end. I do not think it is wise for you to compare yourselves to me, to us.
I think you're right about that. I think to compare yourself to mortals is pointless. You don't know what we need. How could you?
Corbin raises his hand.
Yes, child.
I have a question. So if you're like super, super old, you've been alive for a bazillion years and lived through a bunch of planets and stuff, how come you don't go crazy, but the gods do?
Because I am not and have never been mortal.
What are you then? I mean, what were you?
There are no words for it. Does a rock have a name for the dirt?
A rock doesn't have sentience, so I think there's inherent...
That's a good point, Corbin.
Get his ass, Corbin.
Wait!
How do you know that?
A rock can't talk to me.
And only things that can talk to you have sentience?
Well, in my experience, and you are talking to me right now, I'm not going to definitively say anything, okay? Because I know I've been proved wrong about a lot of things, but I would just like to say that if you're comparing yourself to a rock right now, I'm not seeing how that helps
We're not
us
trying to antagonize
believe that you know what you're doing.
I don't want to have our world end, so if that could be taken into account, I would love that. And I look over at Fran.
Your arrogance is staggering, Franika.
He's right about that.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to have any arguments over here.
And Fran just stands there with her arms crossed.
And you, Slake of the Red Caverns, your capacity for forgiveness is staggering. And yet, is it true forgiveness? And Corbin, you choose not to feel. But does that mean you don't feel it? Hard to say. But, and Yovia leans back on their hands in a very casual posture and kicks their legs out in front of them. You're not wrong. Any of you. The world we made is imperfect, flawed. And despite your many flaws, they are mortal flaws. Flaws that we gave you. So, can I blame you for being that which we made? In fact, no. I congratulate you. Your fortitude has brought you this far. Your love for each other has brought you to victory over the darkest parts of yourselves. So, congratulations. Let us have a conversation. And the world around you shifts and changes, and you are now sitting in an office, a well-appointed office. And Yovia is sitting behind the desk. And there is a map spread out on the table, which you immediately recognize as a map of Avalis. But the edges of the map bleed away into a darkness, the void, that which is not and lies beyond that which is. And you can see the rivers of stars that flow toward and away with Avalis in the center. There is your world, just as we made it. Do you see the rivers?
Yeah.
There, and there's a river.
Very good. Have you ever wondered what they are?
No. I'm pretty
Yes.
sure I know what a river is.
I wondered.
I'm sorry. No, not those rivers. And Yovia points with one bright white finger towards the rivers of stars. Those. That, and it taps the map, is magic.
I was gonna say that.
Slake knew. Slake already knew. Idiot. I'm sorry. I have nothing against you. I'm sorry. I'm just naturally combative.
Corbin!
Yes, well, I know who you are. But yes, these are the rivers of magic which flow in and out of Avalis. Each soul, and it highlights one spark of light as it travels away from Avalis. Each soul is a creature of magic. Each mortal thing, each blade of grass, each rock, each speck of dirt has magic in it. It is the magic of the things that we defeated very long ago and imbued into the land of Avalis. When there is a death, or many deaths, that magic is returned to us to sustain us, and then we send it back to the gods. The gods use the magic to do as they will, to create conflicts and cataclysms that keep the balance of magic in check. But, as you said, and Yovia leans back in their chair, this is a flawed system, one I never endorsed. That is why there are no gods of light. It was a foolish choice, but one the others felt very passionate about.
Where are the others? Why is it only you?
In fact, there are two of us here, but we are all one.
Fran looks around.
Wait.
Two light gods?
Wait, you're all one, but there's only two here now.
Yes, well, without Certus's presence, the force of mind, of will, of knowledge, we would not be able to understand one another. So I have suborned them from all of that. Yovia gestures to the outside of the sphere, and you can still see above you, even in this new space, Mary fighting the other forces.
And you and Certus are in here. And then the other forces are out there
Wailing on our friend. We
Trying-
need to go help.
trying to kill our friend.
You cannot help her.
Can you?
What do you mean by that?
Well, I think it's fairly obvious.
What?
And we would go out there and we would die instantly. I think that
I wouldn't.
I don't
No, you would. Against the full power of all of us together, you would be vaporized instantly.
And I gesture like with a hand at Yovia, and I look over at Fran meaningfully, and I gesture with my hand again.
But your friend, I won't say she has no chance against us. It is remarkable what her parents were able to engineer and you were able to shepherd to completion.
We don't want to shepherd anything to completion. We want to keep our friend Mary safe.
Then, we must make an agreement. The other forces, they bow to me. I am our leader. Though I allowed myself to be overruled, but I was tired, and we had fought hard. So, and it gestures again to the map. In an ideal world, what would it look like? We can, as you wished, and Yovia looks at you, Fran, cut ourselves off from Avalis. I will not permit you to destroy us, but we can leave it alone. And the magic and the gods, it will wither away and die. You will be in a world that is mundane. Though you, with your blood of spirits from elsewhere, will still retain a smidgen of your power. You'll still be able to create a glass of water when you wish to.
Fran shakes her head and she says, I don't really care about any of that. I don't think that having gods the way that they are can keep going.
But what will happen to Mary? You said the gods will wither away.
She will be mortal. She will die eventually, as they all will.
Eventually. Like a person.
I have a question. You said you fought against some stuff earlier. Is that the giants that make up the world? Is that what did you kill the giants or did you kill something else?
That is what you call them, yes.
Why were they so strong?
They were demons, or that is what you call them.
They were big-ass demons.
Yes.
And the demons that Fran summoned, looking at you, Fran, fighting you guys.
May I explain?
Yeah.
Demons, the giants included, they eat magic. They consume it to survive, and it is not given back to the universe, as we do. These giants consumed so much from so many worlds that when we defeated them, for they tried to consume us too, their defeat released such a font of magic upon this universe that we had to shape it into something. Had we absorbed it ourselves, we would have become immaterial, disperse, diffuse among the cosmos. Nor could we simply allow it to pool, for it would attract other demons who would gain that power.
Follow-up question. If we got rid of magic and you just stopped having any kind of influence over the world, you said that when creatures die, the magic in them leaves. And so does that mean that everybody left alive afterwards would be the last people that could ever be alive?
No. Everything in your world has magic because it has magic, but it is not alive because it has magic. Do you understand? It would live on, but it would have no wonder.
It would have no wonder.
Yes.
So like...
It'll be boring and suck. But
So like no whimsy?
I believe mortals create whimsy, but it would have no magic. No feats of miraculous healing or strength. No gods. No blessings of the gods.
Well, I know a group of people who would really like that.
Fran frowns and she says, I don't understand why there has to be gods to be magic.
That is a good question and a fair one. We cannot interact with your world at all. It's simply impossible for us. We are too large and it is too small.
We don't want you to.
Yeah, friend, we know that.
The gods were put in place as a series of checks and balances. For magic will always pool in one direction or another, and we thought we could control where it pooled and ensure that it never pooled for too long in one place. Those massive cataclysms that Torva was so adept at creating, they were no accident. It was, at the time, what we believed to be the most efficient way of ensuring the healthy cycle of magic. However, as you have said, the world has changed, and we cannot interact with it, or see it, or know it. The mortals we created no longer exist. Your world is nothing like the one we created. And so I am here to negotiate a new possibility. As I said, we can cut off Avalis. The magic will go. The gods will eventually die. Or we can leave things as they are. We could take the magic from your friend, make her mortal, allow any gods who feel the same way to be granted mortality. We will select new gods. Perhaps they can renounce it.
But is that really the only way to cycle magic? Couldn't we think of something different, something new?
An excellent question. Perhaps you are right. The gods are a bygone solution to a problem that no longer exists, or has changed, I suppose.
What if you give magic to everybody?
That would be another way to solve the problem.
Because, I mean, it worked on Estra. And if all of the magic was dispersed amongst all of the people, nobody would be that powerful. Instead of having, 20 people who are crazy strong, we'd
and
have,
cast AoE spells.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I'm not one of the 20. That refers to the gods.
That does refer to the gods, but it does refer to us, too, I think. Because we also have magic from the gods, so if everybody had magic, we'd all be, blessed, but not that strong. I probably couldn't do as much as I can do now, and neither could you, Fran. Neither could Mary. But we would still have magic, and so would the dwarves.
That is interesting to think about.
Basically, our choice here, I think, is do we want to make the best world for the dwarves or the worst world for the dwarves?
I don't think we can think about it from that perspective, Corbin.
I'm just saying it is a perspective that is there.
Well, why are you willing, then, to just give all this up? It just took us showing up here for the forces to decide that they'd completely change the system that's been going on for millennia?
You're the first ones to ever show up.
I don't know that the forces are as benevolent as our friend here is pretending they are. Fran kind of side-eyes Yovia. And then she tries to huddle up with Corbin and Slake, even though she knows that's basically pointless. And she's like, can we have a team meeting, anyone? Team meeting? Guys?
Bold of you to ask.
Well,
I guess we better at this point.
Yeah.
don't listen, Fran says to Yovia.
Yeah, I'm sure Yovia's not going to listen just because you asked, Fran.
Look. Fran puts her arms around both of you guys and pulls your heads in. And she says, Yovia said that between Mary's new power and the demons attacking, Mary has a real chance at defeating them. Not that it's guaranteed, but that's why Yovia is offering all this. So
you're saying...
So I'm saying I know you don't agree with what I did, and I think I understand why. That's why I set it up this way. If you can understand that part, aside from the risks. It's up to us to decide what happens next. And I guess, I do mean us. I don't expect you to forgive me for bringing us here. I really don't, but maybe we can make the choice together.
Yeah. I like that, Fran.
I actually didn't want to have to make this choice. But I understand.
I mean, you have to have a vote. You don't get a choice.
No, I'm not going to abstain.
Okay.
I just mean
All right.
it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
Did I make you feel like you couldn't say what you really think?
It's I don't think the problem in this friend group is that you're not nice enough.
Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. I just wanted to save everyone, and I didn't think that you guys would let me do it in an effective way. And so I made that choice, and if you hate me for it, that's okay. I don't hate you. I just... do you think we're really stupid?
I've been told that before.
I don't think you're stupid. I think you're kind and careful. And I felt like I couldn't afford that.
Yovia cuts in here and says, and this is why I am talking to all of you. I have seen countless battles, countless adventurers, groups of adventurers who hurt, who betray, who don't tell each other how they feel and make rash decisions, who deny their own feelings and do not face them. I have seen this again and again from so far of a distance, and here I see you all still love one another despite it. And that is what I wish to preserve, not only in you, not only in the magical thing you have between you, but I wish to preserve that capacity in all mortals. And that means admitting that we were wrong. And I admit it. We were wrong. So, however you came to be here, look at one another, I beg you. And remember.
Fran looks, but she's looking really fast and then looking away and then looking again.
Corbin maintains eye contact.
Fran is she tries to avoid eye contact and sustain eye contact at the same time.
Fran, you look crazy right now.
Yovi's talking about how much we all love each other, so stop.
Simply remember that there is no force greater in the world than the love that you all have for one another. Mortality, in general, and you three, with me in this room.
Fran is crying.
Yovia says, now, let us decide together how things will be. If I can assure you of one thing, know that no change will be overnight. You will not return to a changed world when you go back. Anything that we can do will only affect things slowly. Should we cut off the world from magic, the gods will not die tomorrow, but they will fade away. If we allow the whole world to have magic, then it will accumulate slowly, as the magic is no longer cycled through us, and instead is returned to the world itself. If we create new gods, then there shall be a process of choosing new ones.
We're not going to do that.
Yeah, I think that's not gonna.
That's not gonna happen.
That's not in the cards.
That's all right. I simply wish you to know as much information as I am able to give.
I mean, personally, I vote for magic for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool if everybody.
That means you too, Slake.
Slake!
Slake, that means you too.
That'd be pretty neat.
Yeah.
Slake, what would you do with your magic?
Slake, who would you kill first?
Don't ask that. Don't ask that, Corbin. Slake, put that question out of your mind.
I think I've demonstrated pretty clearly that I don't need magic to kill people.
No, I know, but like to make
Damn,
it easier.
true.
That's so crazy. You're crazy for that.
Slake is about to be by far the most powerful one of the four
Actually,
of us.
yeah, that's scary.
Yes, you guys better
No, but
watch
you know
out.
what though? It's slow, right? So we'll be old probably by the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we'll have time to hide all of Slake's weapons.
So Yovia takes a finger and begins to draw the rivers of magic that flow into and out of Avalis. Starts to simply collect them on this finger and swirl them around this island of life in the void. It gets about halfway through the circle and it says, "Are you sure of your choice? Once it is done, it cannot be undone. Last chance." It begins to move its finger slowly through these rivers of magic.
Fran is gritting her teeth and clenching her fists, and she's like, you guys, I don't know, is there any monkey's paw situation that we're not thinking of?
I mean, probably.
How do we get Mary out of the here? And
Where's Phelan?
And Yovia takes their finger away. That's right. I had almost forgotten about our earlier visitor. And there is a burst of white light, and Phelan's unconscious form falls at your feet, Fran.
Oh, Fran jumps down to grab at him.
He seems fine, but he is unconscious. And Yovia says, "Yes, the god, Kai. Though god is perhaps the wrong word. She has been a thorn in our side for a very long time. She sent him here as your lure. I preserved him, for he is innocent. And it seems it is a good thing that I have. You may take him with you when you leave."
Fran says, thank you.
Kai did a terribly irresponsible thing by sending him here. For none truly understand. It is not important.
Wait, I'm curious. I want to know what I don't understand.
All right. Yovia stands up from their desk and comes over to you, Corbin. And they put one finger against your forehead. And make me a wisdom save.
That was a nat 20.
God.
Joking, brothers!
All right, Corbin. You understand. Though I don't know that you could verbalize it
Okay.
after you understand. But you understand this area, this island that you have been seeing. You knew it was a metaphor. You knew that wasn't what you were looking at.
Mm-hmm.
And now you understand what you were looking at.
Ooh.
You were looking at a maelstrom of pure magic. That Yovia, that the other forces, that all of this is just a construct of highly concentrated magical power that has been interwoven with a spirit of consciousness. And that also the forces themselves are not separate entities. They're all part of this wrapped up maelstrom. And Yovia is more like the brain than a leader. And you understand that when Kai sent Phelan here, he had absolutely no fucking chance of surviving this without their intervention, because anything that enters this area, this sphere, this island of pure raw magic in the void, anything that gets close is immediately ripped apart, unless it has a significant amount of power to protect itself.
Like Mary.
Yes, you understand that what Kai and what Torva did to Mary was put so much magic into her that she became more akin to the forces than to the gods. And that she's been able to use this power to fend off this attack, this force, but that should she have defeated it, if she had managed somehow to become victorious, she would have taken all of that into herself. You understand that she would have supplanted the forces and become one with this creature of magic that lives out here in the void. So you understand that.
Okay.
And then Yovia walks away from you.
Okay. Corbin sits down on the ground.
Yes, as I said, it is a lot.
No, it was good talk.
Yovia puts their finger back where it had been in their process of wrapping up all of these streams of magic. When you return to Avalis, all of you, her included, she will be a god still. For some time, they all will. And as she uses her power, it will be dispersed among the worlds, among the people, but also among the rocks and the trees, the oceans, the rivers, the animals, even the fish.
Damn.
And in the end, your world will be so full of wonder that you will have made something entirely new. And by the time it finishes saying that, it has completed its circle of the world of Avalis on its map. And all those rivers of stars are bundled up tightly around this island. It has been enlightening speaking to you. I will not forget this. Now, let this be done. Our lives are very long, but my patience is not infinite. Farewell, and may our paths never cross again. And then your vision goes white, and when it clears, you are back in the blackness of the void, Mary floating in a golden bubble above you. She drifts down, and you see her face is wild, feral, her eyes golden, her mouth full of golden teeth that are bared. But when she sees you, she blinks and seems to come back to herself. Fran? Corbin, like, what happened? What's the demons, the forces, what's going on?
Mary!
Fran reaches out. Can I, touch her hand?
She grasps onto your hand as you touch her, and you feel her golden warmth envelop the three of you, protecting you from the blackness of the void.
Fran hugs her.
Yeah, we're all hugging Mary.
Yeah, Corbin too.
It's okay, Mary. You don't have to take care of people anymore. You don't have to have the responsibility anymore. We can do it together. We took care of it for you.
We can go home.
I think I'd like to go home. Let's go.
You actually probably could kill Corbin pretty easy.
I mean, we could all kill each other in theory.
That's true.
We've all already been killed by ourselves, so I'm just
Yeah.
keeping that in
so
mind.
That's what
I just to know that,
it's almost like you guys are almost starting to learn the lesson that I'm trying to teach.
Which is that we're codependent.
that you can't fight yourselves.
You have to fight
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah. You can't kill yourself. You can only kill your friend.
Yeah,
That's so true.
that's exactly the lesson I'm trying to teach you.
We're learning it, Kat. We're learning it.
Yeah, that's not. It's certainly not that you're, stronger together or
No.
Yeah, you can
It's
solve.
killing your friends is good.
No, yeah, no, not that our friends are
Lesson
our
learned.
power. Our friends are our enemy, and we have to kill them.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course.
Got it.
Got
Okay.
it.
Locked
Excellent.
in.
Got it in the can.